Hi, I'm Steve Oliver and welcome to Landscape Business Blueprint. Now, I've put together a series of short videos which I've posted on YouTube, and it's on marketing for landscapers and landscape designers and stuff like that. Now, if you haven't seen the intro video, I recommend you click on my YouTube username, and then that'll take you to all my videos, and go and watch the intro video. And the reason for that is it gives you a bit of background information on me and my involvement in the landscape industry and all the rest of it, so you can make up your mind as to whether I'm worth listening to or not. Now, if you're not sure how to click on my username, there's a short video clip at the end of this video which shows you exactly how to go and do that. Okay, so once you have watched that video, come back and watch this video, and then work your way through the videos, one through to whatever it may be. And I'll keep adding more videos, so there could be quite a few, there may only be a handful, depends on when you've started watching these videos. Now, if you watch the other videos, you'll know that I've experienced a pile of landscape, what I call landscaper frustrations. That's with clients wasting our time and all this kind of stuff. And what these videos here now, what I did to change that, so my business became more successful, and I wasn't wasting my time running around town all over the place chasing after clients that were never going to buy anything. So one of the first things I did was I focused my attention on the right clients. And the right clients were clients that actually intended to spend some money with us. Now, I know that might sound obvious and a little bit 101, but how many of us have spent a lot of time running around time after clients that didn't end up purchasing something from us, whether it was a plan, whether it was a landscape, or both? And if you've ever experienced this, you'll know how frustrating it is when it appears that a client has perhaps taken advantage of our time. So the first thing I did was start to focus on the right clients. And it's very easy to fall in the trap of thinking that you need to go and see every client that phones. And the reality is you don't need to go and see every client that phones. What you need is a series of great strategies, marketing strategies that attract the right clients in the first place, and then once the clients phone, that you've got a series of systems and procedures that you use over the phone to help weed out or filter out tire kickers, etc. So we're going to talk about those kinds of things in this series of short videos. So how did I do this? Well, the first thing I did was I positioned myself as an expert within the landscape industry. There's a whole bunch of different tools and strategies I developed to help me do this, and we'll talk about that during this series of short videos. I targeted a specific portion of the landscape market. Now, I had two companies. One was a landscape company that targeted the higher end of the market. The other was a landscape company that targeted the new home market, or the midsection of the market only. And they both targeted quite separate portions of the market. And I'll tell you more about that through the series of videos and why this was the case. I created a over the phone initial inquiry form and system, which I used with every single client that phoned. So I had a series of, I call them my time waster or tire kicker filters, that were built into this over the phone system. And what this did was it allowed me to avoid having to go and see the vast majority of people that weren't serious about getting a landscape done, or weren't serious about getting us to have a landscape done, or designed by us, this type of thing, or people who just wanted free ideas, or people that had no particular budget set aside for landscaping. The system and the forms that we used and the scripts we used were designed to filter those people out. So I didn't spend my precious time driving across the other side of town to see those people for nothing. You know, it's very easy to think, well, hey Steve, you know, it's only a bit of time, what does it really matter? Well, what's the one thing, no matter what you do, that if you spend it, you can't get it back? So if you lose all your money, you can get your money back. You know, if someone steals your car, you can get another car. But once you spend your time, no matter what you do, you can't get your time back. So time's a really precious commodity, and we should be using it wisely and not just fizzing it away on potential clients that might want something done. So you should never go and see a client just in case, or potential client just in case. just in case somebody else gets a job, or just in case it turns out to be a great job that you want to do. You should know before you go, and before you go I mean like to the consultation. I also developed a unique consultation process that totally wowed my potential clients. So once I'd spent some time with the client on the phone, and I decided for myself that I wanted to go and see the client, so not just because the client wanted me to go and see them, but once I decided I wanted to go and see the client, I had a unique consultation process that would totally wow that potential client. And what this allowed me to do was to weed out those time wasters. You see, the more time I had available to me to see genuine clients that actually A, wanted to spend some money, B, had some money to spend, and C, were serious about us as their landscape designers and landscapers, the better off my company would be, and the better my income would be, because I'm not spending time seeing a whole bunch of people that are never gonna get anything done by us. So I hope that makes sense. In other words, I was able to focus my attention on and put more time and effort into the right potential clients. Very, very important. So if you're a fisherman, you've got to fish where the fish are. There's no point in fishing where there's no fish, because you're never going to catch any fish. And it's the same with your clients. You've got to fish where the fish are. You've got to go and see the right clients, in other words. And this is why you need a really good over the phone initial inquiry process, with the right forms, asking the right questions at the right time, giving the right information, all these kinds of things. So that when you get to the consultation, you pretty much know that you're going to be getting a client at the end of it. And what this did is it had a huge increase in my sales conversion rate. Right, now coming up on the Landscape Business Blueprint channel, we've got handling new inquiries over the phone more effectively. So how to actually handle that phone inquiry with the client. You'll see on the page there's my username there. If you click that, it'll take you to all my other videos.